everyone. I wanted to make my first video blog post on this site about karma because the blog is called Heavy Karma, and I wanted to unpack some of the complexities around what karma is and why karma could feel heavy, as it does for me, and I know as it does for so many other people. One of the uniting comments that I've received in my life from psychics and metaphysicists have been that I have a lot of karma to burn through. And when I've heard these reflections from others about me, it's really made me question what exactly karma is. I think most of society today in America believed that karma was what goes around comes around. And I think in some ways karma is that, but not entirely, and certainly not at its core. Karma, as I've come to understand it, is much more about the self's perception of the self. So, for example, if one believes that one deserves to have repercussions for things that they believe they've done badly or wrongly in their own perception of right and wrong, then that is certainly karma. Karma is the iteration of your manifestation of how you believe yourself to be, what you believe that you deserve. And this could be taken not only from the current life that you're living, but if you believe in previous lives, previous incarnations, that your soul has traveled to other dimensions or other planets, other worlds, other lives, then the karma is a rollover of the sensations and the expectations and the feelings that you have harbored through those lived experiences. So what is meant by karma is the self's perception of the self, and that keeps rolling forward, right? There's a kind of momentum that happens through the lives, and there's a buildup that can happen of this kind of karmic energy. It's the belief of the self. So in order to heal karma, in order to lighten it, if it feels really heavy in your life, you have to start to examine what you believe to be true about who you are and what you deserve and what you've done and how you frame what you've done. So unraveling some of that karmic energy can be really difficult. And it starts with the self and understanding the self. It doesn't start by trying to burn through karma or overcome or muscle through your karmic connections, right? Because that instigates a kind of fight against karma, a kind of denial, kind of rejecting of the karma that you've built up. I think what's more suitable, at least for me in my journey, and possibly some of you can resonate with this, is that to heal the karma that you would perceive as being harmful to you or negative to you, your perceptions of self, things that you don't like, things that you want to change, things that you believe you deserve that are framed as negative, is to sort of sit in it and find a way to accept that karma, to see it, rather than try to fight against it or overcome it or solve it in some way. I think that when you can sit down with your karmic connections, you can actually begin to understand them. And in doing that, you understand yourself. You get a piece of yourself that you can put back into the puzzle of who you are. When you can be still and you can start to really examine the karma that you've created for yourself in this life or in other lives, depending on what you believe, you begin to build a connection to the self, a bridge to the self. And that's where the healing is. It's not about running away from the karma or trying to overcome it or trying to muscle through or solve it, as I said. That's what this journal blog is about. It's about trying to grapple with the ties that I've made in my life to who I am that have not been serving me well. And to really not fight against that, but to try to find a way to accept it, see it, so that I can understand it and let it be what it is so it can work through me and then potentially have the ability to heal some of those karmic ties that I don't want. I'd love to hear your ideas and your perceptions about karma. You can put those in the comments.